Okay, it looks like we're back. Sorry about that, guys. It just, PS4 just gave me an error saying connection was lost, and I have no idea why, but we're just gonna keep trucking with this. I assume we have maybe an hour and an hour and a half left, because usually a full case takes about 6 hours, so let's keep trucking, shall we?
But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest. You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belongs to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no... You can't step on blood that was never there. Just to see a nice nightmare.
I hate this so much.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belongs to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
But there was.
Cut through those words. That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Yes.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed
The
suicide...
pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why does it keep freezing? Yeah, give it a second. I think it's back. Why's my connection just going to crap all of a sudden?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
The world doesn't want me to finish this, but I want me to finish this.
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
What?
If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself, remember?
Yeah.
There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Yeah, because she was still probably under the control of the disease.
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital,
Right
right before
before- yep.
Monokuma's morning announcement.
Exactly.
And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence!
Let it commence!
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about
Kind
the
of.
others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed!
Sonia, Mikan, and Fuyuhiko. Right up until Monokuma's announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone else's reason beliefs. Wait, Mikan has an alibi. We were both together. Yeah, isn't that just Hyoko's distraught because her was yeah, no, those don't really matter right now. But that's an alibi because we were both together at the time. Before and during the morning announcement.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane,
Yeah,
right?
it'd be Mikan.
And what about the...
Right before them, I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi...
No, that's wrong!
Someone does!
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikon and I both have alibis.
Because we were sleeping together, I shouldn't mention that in court.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikon and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Bro, let me tell you.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Too much info.
My waifus are fighting over me.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
Yes.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
I don't know. Was it?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason. If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose and what kind of trap is it? We're not. Are we breaking already? We've hardly done anything!
Hiya!
The moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it!
Wait. That's Morgan in a nutshell. I'm Asami, magical miracle girl Asami. I'm an itty bitty girl who's sweet like milk. That's Morgan. I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
What are you talking about? Yep. See this through until the end. Reopen.
I'm Monami.
No.
Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation.
Get out.
Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead.
Yeah, weird.
No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
And hope your Wi-Fi stays intact so you don't have to split this up into 2 separate videos. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Do you?
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
Yes.
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Hyoko's murder wasn't planned.
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Yeah, why?
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hyoko went to the music venue? That's the key to all of this. I need to find that out, no matter the cost. Why are there so many?
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Or she was guided by the will of causality.
Why should we go to the music venue first?
Why did Hyoko go to the music
Wizard of
venue?
Monami, no. Blood and the Souls, no.
There's no way we'd know that!
No. No.
Maybe the killer summoned her.
This is the only one that makes sense,
If
the
that's
room
not
key.
it.
So we have
Maybe
summoned,
she got abducted.
abducted.
No, maybe she went of her own free will.
Or
Summoned,
she was
abducted,
guided by
free
the will
will.
of causality.
No, it's not that. Whatever you just said, Gundam, it's not that. Well, if she had the key on her person, she went of her own free will because she locked the room, and she couldn't have been abducted. Because again, the room was
Why
locked.
did Hyoko go to the music? There's no way we'd...
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted
She
by...
went of her
No,
own free
maybe.
will.
She went of her own free will.
I agree with that.
I'm agreeing with Sonia a lot this case.
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
Exactly.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know?
Yep.
I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? then something like that...
I won't lose.
Are you kidding me?
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
I'm saying I don't want to do another sword fight with you.
This will be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
Go back to crying about Nekomaru, please.
No! That's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Why are there so many frickin' swords?
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her! The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember?
Mm-hmm.
It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
Yes.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
She fought the
That's
killer.
the proof she was abducted, right? My God.
Wait a minute. What's Sonya's account again? You know, she didn't fight the killer. She went there of her own free will to look at the mirror. She didn't engage in anyone.
That is totally right after all!
So, I have to go through all this cutting again just to present this.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono... There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
Allow me to cut through those words!
At least it didn't reset the entire argument. That would have been hell to cut through again.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Yes.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hiyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono.
Sonya, you and I are in sync today.
I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then, the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
Yes, exactly.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes, do whatever you want to me.
What is with you and immediately going to stripping or boob touching? Hell, what is with most of the girls in this that go straight from stripping or boob touching?
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Kazuichi, bro, you're a bro, but sometimes you're the most perverted bro on the face of the earth. Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonya, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonya, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamster 6 feet under.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense.
Well, thank you.
Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake.
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Gundam, don't start talking about killing. I don't want to suspect you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
Just as I had thought beforehand.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head. And without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Nope.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
The killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
She was forced into it.
What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers.
Yes.
So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue.
That is a good point, actually.
So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
No. Wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's strange. That's very strange.
This is strange? What's strange?
People are strange. It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints, there's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. If she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Why weren't there any footprints on the... Oh! On the ladder! There's only a splatter on the side. There's no bloody footprints. Right?
I can prove it!
Right!
If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah.
Not
that
one.
That stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail! How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought the suicide topic up after all this time. Nagito Komeda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
Just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video. And whether or not we can reach that hidden truth, it's all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
If there was some hidden clue in that video, I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. I'm the only one who can do it. Based on everything we know from the debate thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. Wait, can I look at evidence? Oh, I can. Yeah, that's the left side. There's no blood splatter. And the left side is facing the camera. There's no blood splatter anywhere.
Here!
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
So was it filmed? No, it couldn't have been... Wait. Wait. Wait a minute. Chiaki, the reason she showed me the black room in the viewing room... I think that's... She was alluding to the fact that the murder took place somewhere else. Wait, no, how close is the hospital to the motel? Because Kazuichi had to set up the video camera closer, so... Hold on. The frequency was... Yeah, the frequency of the camera was increased so that we could reach each other. So the one camera was in the hospital. Wait, the hospital, the viewing room... Oh, wait. No, yeah, it's like the hospital viewing room camera was on the bottom floor, and then that would have taken place in the conference room. Wait, is that possible? Was that faked in the conference room or something?
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
Stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? The stepladder was at a different place, but the thing that's different between the video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing the place where the killer did something. What? Oh, that's a big word. The video I saw and the actual crime scene. It's a really big word. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Get rid of that. No! Oh. Oh, that was an accident. Wait, destroy that. Hold on. I need a minute. No. Pause it. Woo! Okay, so I accidentally got the first letter because I fumbled. I have no idea though. It's like a 1, 2... How many? Fuck! Sorry. Don't need all those eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why are there so many eyes? Does anyone have any idea? Ow. Isn't it just the film location? Is that what I have to spell out? Yeah, I think that's it. Hold on. Filming location. Get rid of that. Wait, I need that eye. I need that eye. Hold on. Hold on, Jake's doing work here. Jake is going to work. Fuck. Disregard that. Filming location. Where's the L? I need an L. These are moving way too fast. Just destroy that. Destroy that. I don't care. I don't care. L-O. Ooh, that was close. C. I need an A. There we go. A. A-T. A-T. T. I-O. I can destroy that. Oh my god. I'm losing so much health over this. And... oh my god, that was hell. Holy crap. They didn't even, like, give you, like, placeholder words.
Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
They didn't even fill any letters in for you. You had to do that on your own.
What do you mean?
That was hell.
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
In order to show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else. What did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit? We're diving again? Okay. Woo! Question 1. Which part of the surveillance camera unit did the killer tamper with? It wasn't the monitor, it was the camera. Because the camera, that was the visual that was shown to us. So it had to be the camera. Okay. Oh, this is trippy. Ooh, mode 7. I haven't like, I was like, I haven't let go of the X button. Maybe I should slow down. Maybe slowing down might be a good idea. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or the hospital? It was the music venue one, because the hospital one was still intact. Because that was the one that I looked through. Okay. Oh, this one is just... whew. Oh. Oh, but I fell through the ground. Yeah, let's not accelerate the whole time. That might be a good idea. Yeah. Let's do it in short bursts. Oh, this is really messing with my eyes. Ooh. Woof! Woo! Alright, question 3. What did the killer do with the camera from the music venue surveillance camera unit? No, you can't increase the signal. Unless it was so Kazuichi, they couldn't have increased the signal anymore.